Hi, welcome. I know I'm a little early today, okay, so that I can get through everyone. Now, Smile has actually donated, so thank you very much, Smile, for donating. So that's VIP. Okay, so welcome to Rhonda, Amazing Fruits. Okay, we've got Bart, Whitney, and Jaden. Okay, so don't forget to think about your question. So let me just put that in. Pre-tarot readings, right. Now, so Smile, I'll start with you first. Okay, as being the free list. So we've got VIP status with Smile. Then we've got Rhonda, Amazing Fruits, Bart, Whitney, and Jaden. Okay, so I'm using New Zealand tarot and oracle decks. So the three tarot decks I have for the New Zealand ones are Maori Tattoo, the New Zealand Naturally. Okay, and even though this deck isn't traditionally New Zealand, it is done by a New Zealand artist. Hand me that pencil. So I've included the elder stories as well. Okay, so those are the three tarot decks. And then the three oracle decks as well. So YOUIR Whakitani, Tani Nana. Sorry, hand me that pencil. And the New Zealand Putapere, New Zealand Fairy Oracle. And so those first, I'm going to do Smile. And then once I've Smiles typed in their question, it's a donation. So then I'll do Rhonda and Amazing Fruits. And then I'll do Bart, Whitney, and then Jaden. And send the Maori Oracle as well. Okay, so let me just put those aside. Let's put that there. Oops. Let me just put the oracle cards to one side. So, yep, Smiles come through. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year, everybody. Now, for those that don't know, my first name is Paula. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. I'm actually in New Zealand, and it is now it's 8 minutes to 10 in the morning. So I'm like a few minutes early. Right, so. Oh, you donated a second time? Okay. So if I can have your questions, Smile, that would be great. Okay. So if I can have your question. Happy New Year, Whitney. Yeah, New Zealand, yeah, is beautiful. Thank you very much. Certainly some beautiful parts to it. Right, so Smile, if I can have your questions, please. I'll do the two questions. Okay, so you want to think about questions that are going to empower you on your journey. So how can I improve my journey? What do I need to know? Why do I react this way? Okay, so you're talking about your feelings, right? How does Daniel... Remember, this is someone's perspective. It's not necessarily factual. It's only a perspective. Right, Smile. Let's begin this one here. Hi, Y. Oh, my name's not Kate. It's Paula. Hecate is the goddess that I work with. My first name's Paula. Yes, you can be added to the list. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing the donations first. How does Daniel feel about you? Oh, so you want a yes and no questions. Okay. With your reading, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes and no questions are not really the best thing when you're donating, but I mean, they can be answered, but they're not going to give you much. Okay. How does Daniel feel towards you? Let's start with that. Okay. So let's do. Okay. Let's have a look. It's interesting with independence. Okay, sort of feels that you're an independent type person, and when you sort of look at that as being a sort of an independent type person, you're someone who just got good fortune here. It's just the words that came to mind here. Good fortune, able to look beyond the illusion, use your skills and abilities to manifest what you want. It's interesting here because we get Queen of Trees, and it's usually someone who's dynamic and confident, bold, and I feel like that's needing to look a little deeper into that situation. So they might feel as though you are someone who could be bold or be a little bit, you're confident in who you are. It does seem to be in that you are confident. You've got the abilities to manifest what you really want by using your skills and your abilities. You're independent. You're someone that seems to have a sense of being in control in a way. I feel like there's a sense of good fortune, that things are moving in the right direction for you. They feel as though that everything, that you're moving forward. I keep getting that you're moving forward in the right direction, again, moving forward in your journey. So they see you as someone who's independent and control, feeling like you have got, that you have the skills and the abilities to manifest what you want. That's how they feel towards you. Okay, and your second question is, will you guys actually come together? So let's have a look. Yeah. Will you guys actually come together? What's going on here? What lies ahead for you guys? Right, will you guys actually come together? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. Emotions. Holding on to something. Actions with consequences, the balance, equilibrium, and taking some strength or courage, endurance. Okay, so when we look at this about you guys coming together, what's going to happen for you this year? Okay, so we've got this about nurturing your emotions. Feels like something's being held on to for something. There are some consequences of some actions coming in here, trying to find a sense of equilibrium. It's important that you look at the truth, the facts of the situation. I think there's a sense of reviewing what needs to be done. It's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of endurance about coming together. So this is a little bit of a, there are some things that need to be done, some things that need to be dealt with before there's a coming together sort of situation here. So we've got waka with the canoe. So let's have a look and see. It is about moving forward. So let's have a look here. Yeah, there does feel like there's some stuff that needs to be dealt with before coming together. A sense of I want to say a sense of respect for self. So there feels like there's some things that need to be dealt with. I keep getting this justice card here. Is that stuff that needs to be actually dealt with? A sense of looking at the truth of the situation, looking at the facts, being able to sort of see clearly what's being held on to. So it's not a very clear picture, though. It's sort of a very much of a... I don't see you guys actually coming together at this time. I feel like there's some real stuff that needs to be dealt with. There's a moving on situation. We get a sense of being faith and loyalty. I feel like there's some decisions that need to be made. It can feel like a sense of victory in the end. Just don't know whether the things are going to be dealt with. I think there's a lot about nurturing your own emotions. I feel like there's a lot of nurturing your emotions. Look at what you're holding on to. What's being held on to? This possibility of what could be. But there are some sense of trying to find a sense of equilibrium. Of trying to find a sense of balance within all this situation. And I just don't know if it's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of movement forward. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with before coming together. And so it depends on whether those things are dealt with to what happens next. Feels like things are very much up in the air in this situation. There doesn't seem to be a very clear yes and no, because it's very much about what action's actually taken in this situation. Feels like you need to deal proactively with any matters that are going on. There's some stuff that actually needs to be dealt with. Needs to be proactively taken care of. Okay, smile. There's some stuff that needs to be taken care of. Right. Yeah. Let's have a look. Okay, just need a question. And then I'll do Rhonda's question and amazing fruits. Rhonda, amazing fruits, and Bart. And then I'll do Whitney and Jaden, and then I will continue with the free list. What are the reasons? Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so what are the reasons? think about when you're posting your questions, guys. I've only got, when you're doing your free readings, you've only got 2 cards. So your best questions start with how can I improve my journey? What do I need to know? Why do I react? Those sort of questions. Think about things that are going to empower you, not yes and no questions. Best questions with tarot start with how, what, and why. Hi, All About Maine. How are you? Happy New Year. Welcome. You know, read the taper, read the, you know, how, what, and why type questions are your best questions when working with tarot. It's what you're going to get the best out of your cards, not yes and no. What are the reasons Samson hasn't replied back or happy? New Year texter. Why hasn't he texted back? What's going on with Samson? What's going on? What are the reasons? Okay, so oops, I didn't even check to see what you've done. All right. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's have a look. Kiwi. Okay, so I just want to have a look at see what the theme of it is. Okay, it's time to see the bigger picture of the situation. Basically, with the Kiwi, it's about trying to find the bigger picture of the situation. So let's have a look. Okay, so we've got 2 of coins. There's some things that are being juggled. Samson feels like he's juggling some bits and pieces at the moment. A lot of things he's juggling. He's looking at okay, there's a lot of passion going on here. But I feel like he's juggling a lot of things at the moment, and he's just trying to look at adventures, looking at opportunities that arise. Here we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 of waves. 8 of waves is that sense of walking away from something. So there is that walking away from something that's emotional. It definitely feels like emotions. I've got a lot of emotional stuff going on here. Feels like it's a tide going in and out. So it does feel like he might be feeling a bit overwhelmed by stuff going on at the moment. Emotionally, he has got some emotional stuff that he's trying to deal with. And then you've got the 6 of waves as well. And so you've got that sense of things of the past are affecting him right now. So it feels like he's got a lot of stuff going on. Yep, he's busy focusing on career too. Okay, so he's got a lot of emotional stuff going on. He has got a lot of stuff that he's trying to move through into new cycles. A lot of stuff he's actually dealing with emotionally, looking for opportunities, as you said, with career. And so, yeah, I just feel like he's a lot of things. So you just got to take a breath for a moment. And, you know, life gets away from us at times. So, yeah, you just got to be a little bit patient. So he might be, he's dealing with a lot of emotional stuff. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on. So, yes, he could be a little bit upset. He could be, you know, with the moon card here, can be with emotions, with tides, with emotions going in and out. And it could be to do with the past. Yeah. So you got to sort of look at the bigger picture of what's actually going on for him. So you might just need to give him some space, maybe just give him time to deal with whatever he's dealing with. Okay, so let's continue this free list. So I've got Rhonda. Amazing fruits. I just need your question and then I'll do Bart's. I could just continue with this list. And then I'll start on the next free list. I mean, you just have to be patient. Well, don't keep trying. Just let him, I said, give him space. You don't have to do anything. Just give him space. Right. What's the hidden factor? I'm going to use the elder stories for this one. What's a hidden factor in your life right now? What's a feeling that Rex has for you? So what's going on with Rex? What is feelings that Rex feels for you? It's interesting because 3 of Swords flew out. So I don't know whether he's dealing with some heartbreak or he feels that you're sad. It's interesting because we get the Tower here. So it's like there's a sense of feeling sorry for you. Feels like your life's turned upside down with the Tower card as well. Quite interesting that came out. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Maybe feels that you've been dealing with some sorrow, or maybe you've been dealing with some heartbreak, and that your life's been turned upside down, that life's been a bit shaky for you, been a bit wobbly. It's interesting that both the 3 of Swords and the Tower flew out with that, Rhonda. So I've got no idea what the heartbreak is, or the sense of betrayal, or maybe you've been betrayed in the past and maybe that's what they think of you. You know, they think that that's what you've been dealing with. They feel like your life's been turned upside down, that things are not quite going in the direction that you want. So Rhonda, yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's about. Remember, this is their perception. Maybe they feel as though, you know, maybe that's their perception of you. It's not necessarily the facts. It's just what they feel. They feel as though everything's being heartbroken or feeling betrayed, or maybe you've dealt with some heartbreak in the past. Maybe they feel that your life was turned upside down and so that things were shaky. Remember, this is their perception of what they see, not necessarily the truth, not necessarily the facts. You've asked what they feel, and you know, maybe they feel as though you've dealt with some heartbreak, you've dealt with something difficult in your past. So this could be just their perception of what they think that you've dealt with. It's a really weird energy situation. Just want to see if there's anything else that's coming through. You know, when you ask how someone feels about you, you have to remember it's only their perception. It may not be actual factual. It may Could be, because we have the sense of the contemplation of moving in the direction. So he's contemplating what's next. How does he create the victory or the success that he wants? Yeah. Remember, it's just their perception. So I just felt like I had to throw in that extra card there. Don't throw in any questions until you throw it, until you're on the list. Okay, so Rhonda, amazing fruits, and then Bart. What is the hidden factor in your life right now? What's the hidden factor in your life right now? He hides. Yeah, could be. He's hiding behind that perception. Okay, what's a hidden factor in your life right now, amazing fruits? Let's have a look. Oh. Ooh, a breakthrough. It's hidden in how to move forward in your life. It seems to be like, how do you create the new beginnings that you want? Opportunities. Interesting. That sense of looking for new beginnings, new possibilities, new love. A sense of being able to dream big seems hidden right now. Hi old soul, how are you? Yes, I'll add you to the list, no worries. So amazing fruits. I do feel like there's a lot of new beginning for you. A sense of dreaming big seems to be hidden. How do you create abundance? And card just flew out. I know I saw a card fly out somewhere. Where did it go? Yeah. Sorry, I had to dive for the card. Amazing fruit. Whew, that flew. Okay. So very much about creating the abundance, the new projects, the new, nurturing the project, nurturing the birth of something new seems to be very hidden from you, unable to sort of see the abundance, the prosperity that's possible for you. How do you nurture that? How do you create that new beginnings, the new love, the new opportunities? It's just a remembering to sort of take care of yourself as well. Nurturing self is so important here. Having a sense of compassion for yourself is so important. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. So the hidden factor in your life right now is that sense of a new beginning, a new love, a new being able to dream big, to be able to have the birth of something new seems to be hidden. And so it's very important to sort of be able to nurture oneself is so important. Take care of you. Have compassion for self. Is so important. Right, Bart, let's have a look. Okay, so next on the list after Bart. Whoops. Okay, Whitney and Jaden. Okay, and then I'll just do this next list. Misha. All About Maine. Shuka. Anita. Right. Zane. App. Sorry, I'm just writing up this free list so we can get it all. Also. Right. Done. So, don't type your questions in until I'm ready for you, and I've said your name. So that's good. Thanks, Whitney. Appreciate that. So I'm just checking. So who did I just say? Oh yeah, Whitney. And what should I write for your next story? Let's have a look. What should you write? But let's have a look. Oh, okay. So, Five of Peaks. We're talking about battles and conflicts, arguments. And Five of Coins with the sense of poverty and poor. Sense of needing to deal with maybe a well-being, finances. Could be to do with money. So your story could be in regards to arguments about money, arguments about finances, arguments about health, well-being, and the truth and the facts of the situation. But so your story could be about an argument, a disagreement, a sense of someone feeling defeated, walking away from a situation, an argument, walking away from an argument, walking away from a disagreement, that deals with finances or well-being, a sense of well-being, and to be able to sort of nurture the truth, the ideas and the plans that need to come ahead for you, Bart. So yeah, interesting message in regards to the story. So, yeah. You're welcome. Right, Whitney. And so then we're just waiting for, sorry, who did I say was, my brain's like a sieve today. You guys just have to, because it just goes in one ear, I do your readings and then I forget what I've said. But yeah, no, who's next? So Jaden, I just need your question. So Jaden, and then the new list. Misha, then All About Maine. Yep, Old Souls on the list. Yep. So I've got so just Jaden, I just need your question, and then I've got and Misha and All About Maine. What would be most beneficial? Oh, that's a good one. What would be the most beneficial for me to improve on this year for my highest good? Oh, interesting. Interesting question. What would be the most beneficial for me to improve on this year for my highest good? Ooh, what would be the most beneficial? What would be the most beneficial? Let's have a look. This is so weird. Okay. What would be the most beneficial? Feels like this is going to be really important here. Okay. Here we've got the Chief of Wands. The Chief of Wands is like the King of Wands, right? And so this is very much about making sure that you're looking at your opportunity or adventures that are coming up for you. So looking at what opportunities you can take, making sure you look at your passions, your creative endeavors. Look at your creative endeavors is really important here. I think that's something that you could improve on this year, your creative. So let's have a look at the dolphin. I felt like this was really important here. Having free spirit. That could be about your passion, your creativity. Having joy, free spirit, a sense of playfulness, fun, fellowship, and open-heartedness. And I need to read this to you. Okay, the Maori have a great respect for the creatures of the sea, in particular dolphins and whales. The dolphin represented a free spirit and a playfulness, gentle creatures of the sea that lived in harmonious relationship with others. Dolphins were traditionally regarded as being friendly, intelligent messengers sent by the Atuar gods and the great navigator Kube. Their grace and power, engaging manner, and willingness to interact and assist humankind is legendary. As such, they was revered as tauranga treasures. So if you've drawn this card, Ahi is your ally. The presence of Ahi indicates comfort, joy, and happiness. It's time to dance your dance. Sing your song and give out what you wish to receive, knowing that what you seek will be yours. The joy that Ahi brings is the joyous well-being and generosity of spirit that comes from knowing that you are living in and experiencing two worlds at the same time, the physical and the metaphysical. Wishes being fulfilled, tapping into the law of attraction, the abundant gifts of the universe, leaving the shadows of the past behind, feeling and expressing natural joy. So it feels like Whitney, it feels like it's really important for you to look at your sense of playfulness. Having that sense of balance between work and play is going to be beneficial for you this year. I think that's really important, to make sure you've got that sense of joy, peace, harmony in your life, that sense of fulfillment. I think that's going to be really important for you. That sense of creativity, adventures. Okay, Jaden. I was just waiting for Jaden's question. You're welcome, Whitney. You're welcome. Right, so Jaden, I'm just looking for your question. Okay, what's going on with your sister? Let's have a look here. What's going on with your sister? Elder Stories, Tarot. What's going on with your sister? Oh. Okay, something of the past is tying her up. Something of the past is affecting her. definitely feels like these memories of the past are affecting her in some way. Feels like something's weighing heavily on her. That's why she's behaving in this way. Something is really weighing heavily on her. Something is burdening her. She does feel like everything's a bit heavy. It's like a commitment that she's made that's really, really heavy on her. So something is definitely affecting her from the past. Something that happened has affected her quite strongly, and so she feels very burdened by what happened. So that's why she behaves the way she does. Okay, it does feel like there's something that's weighing down heavily on her. So I do feel like you need to sort of maybe sit down and try and get her to calm down and just talk to you. I feel like something's weighing very heavily on her mind with the Ten of Wands here. So that's super important here. So, yeah, so I do feel like she's got a lot of stuff going on in mind, that she's feeling very heavy, that stuff seems to be weighing her down from the past. Okay, Jaden. Right, next on the list. Okay, Misha. All About Maine. I Shukla, Anita, Zainab, Old Soul. Old Soul, right. And so after Old Soul will be Info and Liz. So let me just write those in. It's the next list. Oh, and Eliza. Yes, you'll be added in, Liz, Eliza. Right, so Misha, All About Maine, I Shukla. So I'm going to do whoever's questions come up. People pop in and out sometimes, so they may not get their question in. So I've got All About Maine first. Then I do I Shukla. So if you're on that list, please make sure your questions are in, so I can do your questions. How will the week go for you in general? I have a few worries ahead of you. Let's do now, as I said, New Zealand Tarot and Oracle. So hi Milano, I will add. Hi Olga, I will add you. Please don't type your questions in until I'm ready for you. Yes, you'll be added, Milano. You'll be added after Eliza and Olga, then Milano. You have to wait till after Liz. Right, how will the week go for you in general? I'm actually going to go, oh, okay. So just give me a second to go through this here. Now you've got the Cloak of Protection. So these go into a bit more. Interesting. Okay. The kakahu. Kakahu, or the Maori cloak, kakahu, tells you that you can work your way through the difficulties. Don't worry about it because you're going to work your way through them. Okay, it tells you to be positive, to look forward, to move forward, because you're going to do what needs to be done. Okay, it tells you that you're going to do what needs to be done straight away. Yeah. Tells you with your worries and stress, you're going to move through it, that you are going to achieve what you need to do. It's all about what's important here. Fears that are unfounded. Wedetapu, tapor, should I say? Wedetapoi tells us that that things, that you'll get through it. You're going to be a-okay. Don't worry. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, take a really deep breath for you. I do feel like your fears or your worries are a little bit not needed, because everything's going to be a-okay. You're going to be sorted through. You're going to push through it. You are going to get through to the other side. Okay, it just tells me here that you don't need to worry. It's going to be a-okay. I know how it might not seem as though everything is, but it will be okay. It just tells me that everything's going to be fine. You are going to be a-okay in overall with this. You are going to push through the difficulties. Spirit gives you what you need to, only what you can handle. So it does believe and have faith in you that you're going to achieve what you need to achieve. So yeah, overall the week's going to be good. Even though it might seem difficult, you are going to push through those difficulties and move through to the other side. There. Oh, the moderators just keep an eye on the chat more than anything. Yeah, it does feel like you'll push through it. You will push through the challenge. That yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, All About Maine. Right, so next. So Misha, I was waiting for. Aishuka. Anita. Yeah, it's just keeping an eye on chat, making sure we don't have any trolls, that sort of thing. That's basically the moderators just helping that way. Jaden, what do you mean by past life? No, not necessarily past life, as in something that's affected during past memories. You know, that's the message I got. So you just have to do that. Right. So Anita, can I have a question, please? Info, please don't type your question in. I'm not ready for you yet. I'm still dealing with this list here. No, Milano, I'm not ready for your list yet. Not done. I'm still working on this one here. Don't worry. Once the hour's up, I then just do the wrap up of everybody that came into chat. So you'll still get your reading. It just won't be just yet. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Anita's question. And Zainab, which I've got up here somewhere. when I do the readings, guys, the readings just comes through however it is, and it's up to you to either resonate or not resonate. Totally up to you what you do with it, because it's about you being empowered. You're in control of your journey. Okay, you're in control, and only you know what the actual situation's about. I got no idea. So I'm just waiting for Anita, and then I'll do Zainab. You're not. You haven't. Info. Like I said, everyone will get their reading. So how does the next few weeks look for me when it comes to Marcus? Okay. Let's do that. New Zealand Naturally Tarot. Oh. Interesting. The card that popped out when I thought about your question was Queen of Trees. Okay, Queen of Trees is that sense of being passionate, being creative, being kind in a way. I feel like you could reach out quite casually, depending on what he texts, would be just like, hi, how are you? Thanks for the text. I'm good. Depending on what the text was about, I think you can be quite casual about it. Be confident. Be confident in your reply. Doesn't have to be too much. Okay, it feels like there's a lot of movement with the 8 of waves. There's sort of moving into, like leaving behind the old, moving into something new. So you could just reply quite casual. I'm just saying, just reply quite confident, quite casually. Doesn't have to be too serious. Put it that way. Doesn't have to be too serious if you reply. It definitely feels like something is be confident. It just says confidence in the sense of moving forward, moving into something new. So I just sort of get a sense of just be confident and just allow things to feel like you're moving into something new. It could be something new, leaving behind the old. So just be confident with your reply. Just be casual. Okay, so Zainab. So let me just... Okay, I'm just trying to go through the list, guys. So if you're on this list, please make sure you've typed your question in once. Okay. And if you've posted it, you only have to type your question in once. It's cool. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'll keep getting... Okay. Thanks, Olga. Oh, that's a huge help. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Certainly appreciate that. So let me see what's going on here. Right. Okay. Okay, what's Akhil's attention towards you? Okay, so what's going on here? What's Akhil's attentions? What's his thoughts about the relationship? relationship, the connection. What's his thoughts about the connection? What does he want? What does a kill want? What does a kill want? Whew. Okay. We've got 2 of Swords and 7 of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like he's trying to decide what he truly wants, is what I'm getting here. I feel like he's at a crossroads. He wants some peace. He wants a sense of peace. He's trying to decide in which direction to actually move. So I really get that sense of him wanting a sense of peace in the situation. He's trying to decide in what he wants. He's trying to decide what's important to his journey. So he's still unsure about what he wants, about what his intentions are. He seems very unsure about what he wants. So that's really important here. So it just doesn't seem like he's made a clear decision about what he wants. So he hasn't made a clear decision about what his intentions are. He's still trying to decide. Oh, you're welcome, Olga. I just want to say thanks for putting in that list. It certainly makes it a big help for me, saves me worrying about this. So, okay, so it's a huge help. Thank you very much. Muchly appreciated when you take on that initiative to do that. It's awesome. Thank you for that help. Old Souls next. So there was a few people on the list that hadn't replied, that hadn't done their thing. So thank you very much. That's a huge help. So yeah, just please don't post your questions until until I sort of moving towards that. So moving towards you. So Olga's sort of doing the list at the moment. She's done an extremely fantastic job doing that. That's muchly appreciated. So yeah, hi Clean Music Lover. So Olga's sort of adding you to the list as it goes through. So if you were on the previous list and haven't come through and haven't written up your question, please let Olga know. Right, what blessings are coming your way? Okay, so actually, I'm going to use the this one here. It's called the Fairy Oracle of the Putapari, the Ancient Oracle of Aotearoa. It's New Zealand Fairy Oracle, right? So what blessings are coming your way? Oops. Okay, so what blessings are coming your... Whoa! Okay, ahi and poroftar. So fire and circle. Okay, fire always says to me about creativity. But let's have a look and see. It's sort of a bit more of a... Interesting. Okay, so blessings coming your way is all about a sense of inner strength. Okay, feels like you're going to need a lot of inner strength within oneself to move forward on the journey here. Okay, so it's all about your inner strength. That's what blessing's going to come your way. It feels like you're going to have that. Again, I get that creative energy. I get a lot of creative energy. Exactly what I said here, and it's got here creativity. And there may be some challenges, but you're going to have the strength to deal with that indeed. just feels like you're going to have the blessing of inner strength. You're going to have that creative energy that's going to help you move forward here. Oh, I hope I do the right way. With the perfetto out of the circle, it's all about having a sense of peace and harmony coming up as well. So it does feel like there's a sense of being able to use your inner strength to create the peace and harmony that you need in your life, the creative energy that you're going to have so that you can harvest what you truly want. You're going to bring in what you want in your life. That's the blessings that are coming your way. Because of the inner strength and the creative energy, you're going to be able to have that sense of so yeah, really super important here. Okay, so that's super important here. Okay, so I'll have a look at the donations in a minute. It didn't come through. Unless you put it through PayPal. If you've done it directly through PayPal, it won't show up. It hasn't shown up, so I'll just have to go through into PayPal in a minute. So old soul, yeah, it definitely feels like it's your creative energy, your sense of being able to create what you truly want. Okay, so let's have a look. Donate, Jaden, you said you've got a donation go through. Okay, so let's have a look here. It's not on Ko-Fi. Okay, so did you put it through, Jaden? If you've done a donation and you put it straight through PayPal, it won't show up until I actually log into PayPal, which takes a second. So look here. I've got to go through and do the okay, let's have a look. Come on. Show me the activity. Yep, it's showing through, Tia. Yep, it did. Jaden, it showed up. So VIP list, Olga. Can you just add Jaden to the VIP? So Jaden, you want to add a little bit more information. You want another question. Okay. So donations, Jaden. Yep. So if I can just have Jaden's thank you. You're welcome, old soul. You're welcome. Okay, Jaden. So you just have to type in your question, what you need to know. And while we wait for that, I'll just do infos one. And then I'll do Joe. So I'll do info. When will Ellie be able to reply back to people he's in the situation for? Okay, well, it depends on what action needs to be taken. It's a little bit tricky to say when, but let's have a look. Okay. Says when he's ready. when he decides. When he decides. Feels like he's got to get himself into the right headspace, into the right emotional state. It just says, you know, divine timing with the word here. It's all about divine timing. Things will happen when they're supposed to. So you just got to be patient. When will Ali be able to reply back? When he wants, basically. When he's able to. When he decides to. When he feels like he's ready emotionally. So that's it. It feels like that when he wants to. Yeah. Thanks, Q. So I've done info. So we're up to Liz's question and then Eliza and then Olga. So, yeah. Right. So I'm just waiting for Jaden's question. Oh, that's such a big help, Olga. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, ouch. Itchy hand. Right. So I'm just waiting for Jaden's question. Okay. So, Jaden, what's your question? What do you need to know? Thinking about it, things. I'll just light another incense while we wait. Let me just grab. What are we going to throw in? Let me have a look-see here. Oh, let's throw in one of the chakra ones, shall we? Okay, let me just open this box. I'm just waiting for Jaden's question. Sorry, guys. I just want to light this incense. Just going to throw it. Who is sending? Oh, okay. Interesting question. Okay, what chakra are we going to do? Let's do the heart chakra. Okay, the heart chakra is patchouli. Okay, the heart chakra is located in the center of the chest at the same height as the physical heart. Vibrates with the color frequency of green. This is a center for compassion and unconditional love. Hi, Ritu. So let's throw in this incense. Oops, that does not help if I use that. Side. Oh, come on. Doesn't want to stick in today. Okay, that's it, right. Right, nice deep breath, guys. Okay, so the list is closed. Olga, everybody that's come in, that's it. That's the final, that's the closed list now. I'm just going to wrap up all the readings. So everyone that's come in, that's it. Okay. So let's see. Jaden. Who is sending negative energy into your home? Okay, so let's have a look. Who is sending negative energy, right? And what can you do? And that's there. So let's have a look. What's going on, Jaden? Okay, there's some choices that need to be made in the situation. It's someone that you've got a connection with. Definitely, it doesn't mean it's a romance or anything. Don't worry about all that. It just talks about choices. Liz, you're next after the donation. So it's all about the truth, the facts of the situation. So it's someone that you've got a connection with. Okay. Oops, where was I up to? Jaden. Who is sending me? Okay, so it's someone that you've got a connection with, someone you've got to make choices about. Does feel like someone who's quite sharp-tongued. Okay, they're quite sharp-tongued. Someone who is, yeah, I just get sharp-tongued. Someone who sort of speaks their mind. They're holding a lot of secrets. Okay, there is a lot of secrets involved. And they're juggling a lot of stuff in their life. Okay, Jaden, who's sending negative energy to you? It's someone that you've actually got a connection with, or someone who's very sharp-tongued. Someone who's quite sharp-tongued. They sort of speak their mind. They're holding a lot of secrets and they're juggling a lot in their life. It does feel like they've got a lot of stuff going on in their life. That's who's sort of sending, you know, their thoughts are negative. I don't know who the person is, but I just feel like it's someone who's quite sharp-tongued. You'll know who it is. It's someone that you've got a connection with. They're quite sharp-tongued, but they've got a lot of secrets that they want to stay hidden. They've got a lot of things that want to stay hidden. So that's why they're sort of sending you that negative energy. But how much are you going to give it? You know, how much power are you going to give it to them? You know, just because they're sending it doesn't mean you have to accept it. So basically what you need to do is not take it on board. I get a sense of, it's basically here we get this, I have everything that I need right here, right now. And so you're not going to give them the power that they want. They want to be in control. They want to, I feel like, Jaden, that there's someone who's quite, they've got a lot of stuff going on in their own life, and they really aren't happy in their own life. They aren't happy. Okay, so you've just got to take a nice deep breath and just say, okay, I have what I need. I'm not giving you the power. I'm really protecting oneself. Okay, so it's all about being able to sort of not give them the power that they want. So really, I feel like there's a sense of disconnecting from them. I think there's a way to remove that toxicity from your life by just knowing that you've got what you need in your life and you don't need them. You don't need their toxicity. Okay, so really important here to be able to have that sense of knowing who you are and what you're about. Okay, so you know who's sending you the energy, but how much power are you going to give them? Jaden, how much power are you going to give them with that? How much power are you going to give them? Really? Okay, free list, Liz. So I just need Liz's question. Then I'll do Olga, Milano. Then once I've done those three, then I'll do Ms. Phenomenal, Melody, Clean Music. Then I'll do Nana and Ritu. And then the list is closed. I don't know. It didn't say. It just said whoever you've got a connection with, it's someone who speaks their truth. They've got a lot of secrets, but it's how much power are you going to give them, Jaden? You can either, trust your intuition with it. I think a lot of it is about just trusting your intuition. You know who speaks their truth. It's really about who you think it is. You know who it is, Jaden. But how much power are you going to give that person? You can remove them from your life. You don't have to accept that energy. So you can move on from that energy. You don't have to give them that power. That power, Jaden. Don't give them that power. So I'm just waiting for Liz's question, and then I'll do Eliza and Olga. So, Liz, sorry. You typed in your question already. Oh, I didn't see that. What are Ash's current we're in no contact, and you miss him? What you might need to do if you're unsure about your reading, come back and re-listen to it later. Take a note of where we're at and come back to it later. Okay, what are Ash's current thoughts for you? You're in no contact. So let's do the New Zealand Naturally Tarot. Okay, so what's going on here? Liz, what's going on here? What's going on with this relationship? What's happening? Is there a connection? What's the foundation of the relationship? You're actually in no contact. Okay, Six of Peaks. Moving on. Creating new beginnings. Interesting, because with Six of Peaks here and the Fool card, it's definitely about moving on, new beginnings, no thoughts. It's time to create new life for yourself. It's time to take a leap of faith, take a risk, and move forward in your own journey. It does feel like they've moved on. They're not thinking about you. You're in no contact. They've got on with their life. Okay. And with the I just feel like they've flown into new possibilities. They've moved on. They've moved on. New beginnings for them. Okay. They're not thinking about you. Okay. They're just not thinking about you. They've moved on. Basically, when you got the Six of Peaks and you got the Fool, they've moved on. New beginnings. Okay. So next. Is that right? Moved on. Yep. Seems like they've moved on. So it's time for you to start taking care of yourself. Time to start thinking of you. Okay, Eliza. Oh, okay. You obviously didn't read Eliza. You did not read my instructions down below. You did not read the description box. I don't do third-party readings. Okay? I don't do readings about somebody else or another situation if it's not affecting you. It's what do you need to know about a situation. So, yeah, it's really important. This is not something that I am comfortable doing a reading about. If you're talking about a third person, you're talking about someone who can't. It's not about. It's not. It's about them. It's not about you. So you need to think about the reading about what do you need to know, Eliza. Okay, so what's current feelings towards you? Okay, well, what do you need to know about the situation? Okay, so what's his feelings towards you? Just for me and okay. So let's add that. Yeah, you've got to be very careful when you're being nosy about other people's. It's not going to affect, you're thinking about other, you're being nosy about someone else's relationship. It's all about you. So you've got to think about yourself with the cards. That's the best way of doing that. So what's going on between you and R? Okay, so anyway, let's do this. What's current feelings of R towards Eliza? How does R feel about Eliza? Let's have a look. What's going on there? Okay, there's definitely some emotions. There's definitely some thoughts going on here. And then we get the 3 of Peaks. So it may not be what you expect. Okay, there are some feelings. There is a sense of trying to find a sense of enlightenment and not enlightenment, a sense of alignment, a sense of trying to be in, feel like their emotional needs are being taken care of, looking at things emotionally. But you've got that sense of heartbreak. So I don't think things are going to be quite the way you expect them to be. Okay, I don't think they are what you expect. I think there's going to be some disappointment. Okay, what I'm getting here is disappointment more so than heartbreak. I just get this feeling like things are not going to go quite the way you want them to in this situation. Okay, so I do feel as though his feelings towards you is not going to be quite what you expect. Yes, there's a friendship. I feel like with the Page of Wands, there is a sense of friendship there. Okay, there's a friendship to the situation, but I don't feel like there's anything deeper. I don't think it's going to be quite the way you expect it to. Okay. Yeah. It's not going to be quite going the way you want it to. Okay, Olga. Friendship. Yes, friendship. Friendship, but nothing more. Okay. Okay, what is to come in my relation? Oh, that's good. We're almost 3 dating now in a distant video call. Okay, interesting. Okay, so you're in a distant relationship. It's video calls. So let's have a look here. Okay, Olga. Olga, and because you've been doing the moderating and everything like that, there is a little extra for you. So let's do this because you've been. Okay, what is to come in your relationship with Kevin and his feelings? Let's do this. So what's going on here? What lies ahead for you guys? What's the possibilities in regards to this? What's the come of this relationship? Oh, and you met the family and everything? Oh, cool. No, I appreciate all your support and you doing the lists and everything. A huge help for me. Keeps things sort of flowing a little easier for me. So I muchly appreciate you doing the list. So, yeah. Okay, so what I've got here for you. Okay, first card is 3 of Gourds, which tells me celebration. Okay, it definitely feels like there's that like-minded energy. It feels like there's a reason to celebrate. So it feels really positive energy here. Now we've got 8 of Wands, which tells me that it's moving forward with a sense of intensity, passion, creativity, desires. So there's definitely all that moving forward in the journey. So it's all about celebrating. And potential is there. There's definitely a potential for the relationship to develop and grow. So I do feel like you're moving. It feels very positive. It does feel like there's a relationship that's really moving forward. There's a reason to celebrate. There's a reason, there's that connection, that support within the relationship. So I do feel like it's a real positive energy coming through, Olga. Does feel very, very positive. Does feel like there's potential for something to grow and develop. And interesting with Ururu, which is about understanding. So I do feel like you're going to come to a much needed the understanding of what's important here. Interesting. It was the first card I flipped open here, the more pork. So let go of any past opinions and allow for the new information to come in. Feel the shift in your consciousness when you put aside the old and absorb the new information with an open mind. Okay, so let go of any past opinions. Allow for the new information to come in. Feel the shift in your consciousness when you put aside the old and absorb the new information with an open mind. So basically, believe and have trust, have faith. Have faith that things are moving in the right direction, that things are going to move, that open and develop and grow, that the potential's there. Have faith. Olga, so I hope that helps. Yep. So put aside the past and allow the new to come through. Cool. I'm pleased that helped. I'm pleased that helped, Olga. You were dealing with something and you needed to let that go. Let go of the past. Right. Free list. So who's next? Okay. Milano. Now, I did see Milano up here. Okay. So Milano. You're welcome, Olga. You're welcome. Thank you for your support. Thanks for doing the lists. It's made such a difference. It really helps when you do that. That's a really good thing to do. That's a really helpful. So Milano. So I'm just waiting to see what Milano's question is. So I'm just seeing if I can see. Okay. So Milano and Ms. Phenomenal. So if Milano doesn't post, can Ms. Phenomenal post as well? And then I'll do Melody, Clean Music, Nanu, Nana, and Ritu. And then I will finish up. So let me just add ending soon. So if Milano doesn't post, can I Ms. Phenomenal post or Melody? I like to sort of get moving on this. Well, just sort of taking a breath for a second, just taking a nice deep breath. Just run out of tea light. That's because I had it going. Let's throw in one of the citronella ones. Okay, so I'll do Melodies 1. I'm waiting for Milano and Miss Phenomenal. So I'll do Melody, Olga, because she's typed in her question. I'll just do, everyone will get their reading if they post, but I just want to try and keep moving. Otherwise, I'll be here all day, and I do have some work to do. I do have some work to do, so let me see. Yep, so I'll just do Melodies, and so if Milano, Miss Phenomena, and so yeah, I'll just do whoever types in the questions, basically. Gets down to that stage where it's just whoever types in the questions in the last little bit here. So let me see what's going on here, Melody. What's the connection between you and A? Let's have a look. What's the foundation? It's not does they have feeling for you, but what's the connection? Melody. Let's look. What's the connection here? What's the connection between A and Melody? Let's have a look here. What's the connection? What's the connection? What's the foundation of their relationship? What's going on? What's the connection? Oh, a long journey with 2 of Peaks. Feels like they're at a real crossroads. Okay, we've got Knight of Coins, which tells us it's a bit of a long journey, a long connection. But they do find themselves at a bit of a crossroads, unsure on which path to take. So they're unsure about their connection with you. They're unsure about moving forward, put it that way. It's definitely a long connection. There's definitely a long connection. There's definitely a long journey, a long connection with this here. But they are at a crossroads. They are unsure about which direction to actually go. They're unsure of what to do in regards to their feelings. I think their feelings, I do feel like they're at a bit of a conflict. They are at a crossroads. They're unsure on which direction to do. So, yeah, definitely feels as though things are there. You have known each other for a long time. Okay, they're unsure about which path to take. They are unsure on whether to move forward in that direction. I don't think they want to upset the friendship, unset the action. Okay, so I'm not sure if anybody else is still here. Can you let me know if you're still here? You're on that list. Can you just make sure you've typed a question? Olga's asked. We haven't had much of a response. So what I might do while we wait to see who's here, let's just do a little bit of a pick a card. Oh, Ritu, just type in your question. I'm just going to do a pick a card with the angel cards that came in. Angel Tarot by Jane Wallace. Yeah, so this is the last call for anyone that's in chat to type in their question. So anyone in chat. So I'm just going to do a quick okay, so let's do angel messages. I'm just going to do a pick a pile, and yep, I'll do your question, Ritu. Just going to pick a card, pick a pile. So then we've got when. And yes and no. Let's have a look. Okay. So if you've picked pile 1, well, I've been dishing them out. Pile 1 tells us that there's angel of dreams. So it's all about moving towards your dreams. What are your dreams? What have you been dreaming about? It's all about making sure that you take care of your health. Make sure that things are happening within the next few months. So your dreams, your goals, as long as you take care of your health, things will happen maybe within the next few months, but not right now. Okay, so things are not happening right now, but they may happen. Cool. You've typed in your questions. Thank you. I'll do your readings very shortly. Right, so that's pile 1. Pile 2 talks about a sense of abundance, potential. Things are sort of moving in the right direction. It's important to forgive those around you, to reconsider what's actually going on here. Reconsider that sense of forgiveness, because things are happening in perfect timing to create the abundance that you actually want. Right. So there's a sense of being sensitive to others' needs as well as your own. It might be really important to make sure that you get a little bit more information on what's going on. It does feel like you're really ready to choose a new direction, to make the change that you want. And it's all about getting that sense of new information to, because you're being very, because you are sensitive to what's happening about you. It's very much about making sure that you're taking care of your emotional needs. You're ready to sort of take care of yourself, which is super important here, and that can be part of choosing the right connection. Right, so that was pile 1, 2, and 3. Okay, right, we are ready for the next. Let me just put these angel cards away. Okay. Resonates even, pick a pile. Right, so let's do this free list, shall we? Let's continue with the free list. Right, everyone's posted in their questions. Cool. I just wanted to share, that was the Angel Tarot that just arrived with the Angel Answer cards. They were the latest arrivals, if you saw the unboxings. Right, let's have a look. Milano first, then Ms. Phenomenal, Melody, Clean Music, Nana, and Ritu. So everyone's typed in their questions. Brilliant. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Let's do the Maori Tattoo Tarot. Right. Is H serious with me? What's going on? Right. Is H serious with me? What's going on with H? What's happening here? Okay. Here we've got a sense of trying to find a sense of equilibrium, a sense of balance. Look at the consequences of any actions taken. What is he showing you? Not what he said, not what he's spoken. You need to cut through the speak, basically. What does his actions show you? What are the consequences of his actions? That's what's really important here. I get a sense of what lessons have you learned from this situation, Milano? They're really asking you to dive deep within yourself and look at the truth of what's actually happened. Look at the facts. What is his actions taken? What is the lessons that you've learned here? I get along about, what is your belief about the situation? What's your intuition telling you? Is what I'm getting here. A lot about what's your intuition, what's your own, what's the truth, what's the facts. I really get a sense of, is H serious with you? Well, you asked what's his true feelings, right? What's things going on? So it's really telling you to look at the facts of it. I'm getting a sense of no. I think you need to look at the situation. I think a lot of you need to sort of take, Milano, you need to stop giving away your power. Look at your own faith, your own belief. Trust in yourself. And you doubt he's serious with you. So why do you doubt he's serious with you? Because that's the facts. Yeah. If you're about trusting, if you've got those doubts, so the doubts are, okay, take a deep breath. It's telling me to look at the consequences of his actions. So it's saying that no. Okay, what lessons have you learnt in this situation? Oh, Margot, thank you very much. Okay, so no, he's not serious. Yeah, he lived far away. He's not serious. Okay, you ask, is he serious with you? What's his true feeling? Look, it's basically what are you learning from the situation? Let's look at the consequences of the actions. He's not coming to see you. He's not in different countries. Okay, that's the facts. No, he's not serious. Is he serious with you? No. You need to look at the lessons that you learn from the situation. You're in different countries. You're not physical. Okay. Milano. Oh, 3. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes, I did see that you donated. I was just going to do that, Margot. Thank you very much for your donation there. Yep. Got that. That's all done. So, Margot, I just need your question. So, Olga, who was the link next on thing? Milano and Clean Music and Margot's thing. The free list is definitely closed, but I'll still do, all those people will still get their readings. Don't worry about that. So, what's next in love for you? So, let's have a look. What's going on here with love? Let's do elder stories, and let's get right, what's next in love? So what's going on with love relationship for you? What's intimacy, a sense of relationships, connections? What's going on here? Oh, let's have a look. What's next? What's important? Relationship. Let's have a look. Right, so let's have a look. What's coming up for you in regards to relationships? Okay. Interesting. With the Hierophant, feels very spiritual connection there. It's all about being on the same page. You know, it's interesting here. I've got someone that you'll welcome quite freely into your life. The reason the welcome just stood out here with the Queen of Cups. So I just felt like the welcoming into your life here. So it does feel like you've got someone who's coming into your life. Decay. Why did you say decay? I do feel like it's someone that's coming in that it's a very spiritual connection here. Someone who's quite spiritual, feels like you guys are on the same page. It does feel like someone that you're going to welcome very freely into your life here. It's a very spiritual connection. Someone that's going to allow things to shine brightly. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of joy in your life. I don't know the words. I didn't say decay. I do feel like there's definitely somebody who's very spiritual. It's a very spiritual connection. Someone you're very connected with on a soul level. Talks to me on a very soul level. Oh, cool. So pleased, Margot. Pleased that the reading was helpful for you. Okay, it's all about any difficulties or any challenges you'll be able to deal with. So overall, I do feel like it's going to be a very positive relationship. It does feel a very spiritual connection. Yeah, I was thinking decay. What was you confused me for a second, Margot. Sorry. Yeah, it's very spiritual connection. I do feel like it's someone that's very spiritual. You do have that sense of making sure you're on the same page. Same page. I think that's what I said. Same page. Maybe that's what it was. Same page. Okay, it does feel like someone that you'll really welcome freely into your life. I do feel like there's an open door policy with this person. I do feel like it's quite a strong connection is coming in, and it is going to bring a lot of happiness and joy to your life. Okay, and I do feel like if there's any challenges within the relationship, there will be life's ups and downs. There will be some challenges, but you'll be able to get through those challenges quite easily. I just feel like you'll be able to speak your mind. It's someone that you can sort of really stand up for yourself with, someone that you can really connect with spiritually. So I do feel like you guys are going to be on the same page overall. I do feel like there's a connection there, a very strong connection, an open door policy type of connection coming in here. So it does feel like overall that the love for you is very open and very happy, very joyful. It is going to bring a sense of connection. You're going to be able to, have a strength to move through that. You're going to deal with any challenges in that relationship. I do feel like you're going to be able to speak quite freely about what you want and what you expect in the relationship. So I do feel it's going to be a very strong spiritual connection here, Margot. So a very strong spiritual connection. Okay, so we've got clean music, then Nana. So I did see clean music here. Whew. So hopefully that helps. Okay. Thank you. Right, will Chat GPT affect me getting an intern or job? Okay, Chat GPT must be software program. Okay, interesting. Let's do the Maori Tattoo Tarot in this one. Okay, will it affect the job institution? So how will the Chat GPT affect the job? Okay, so how will the Chat GPT affect you in regards to the internal job? So it's how will the Chat GPT affect you in regards to the intern job as a software engineer? So how will it affect you? Sort of how will it affect you? Okay, so this here and here. Oh, there's a lot of transformation. There'll be a lot of changes that need to take place. Okay, there are a lot of changes, and there are a lot of changes that need to take place in regards to the situation. Interesting, with the Eight of Disc is about finishing, about ending, completing a task. Okay, so I do feel like there's going to be a lot of changes in regards to the job situation and the way it affects you. So there is a lot of changes and things going on. There is a lot of sense of things ending. So things being complete. Situation. So it's whether you can adjust. I'm getting a sense of adjusting to the situation. It's sort of asking, can you adjust with the Chat GPT? Yeah, so there are a lot of changes coming in. I still feel like it does finish the tasks. It's sort of an interesting one because it's just sort of saying basically that there's going to be a lot of changes to the situation. There are a lot of changes, a lot of transformations being taken place, and it is going to end some stuff. So yeah, I think it will affect you in many ways. It's going to affect you in many ways in you getting the job. It's going to affect you, clean music lover. It does feel like it's going to affect you in many ways. It's going to create a lot of changes, a lot of transformations. It does sort of finish tasks. It does make tasks a lot easier to complete. Yeah, so if it's writing code faster than humans, then it's definitely affecting your job. as a software engineer developer. Yeah, because it finishes the tasks, makes the changes that need to happen, and takes the changes. No, it's definitely going to make the changes. There's definitely some changes, and it is going to be does finish the task quicker. So yes, it's going to affect you. If the company, yeah, it's definitely going to affect you. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to affect. It might not replace them, but it definitely affects the programmers. It won't replace them, but it's definitely going to affect it. So all you'll be doing as a programmer is checking it. I think you'll be checking it. Make sure, because I think mistakes can still be done. Oh, the rowing club's going on. No, it won't replace the programmers, but it's definitely going to affect the programmers. You know, you asked, will it affect you? And it will definitely affect you, because of the way that you do your job will be slightly different. Okay. Next. Oops. Yeah. It's definitely, because it's not 100% accurate, right? So it's going to affect the way you do your job. Okay. It's going to affect you, but it won't replace you. It's not 100% right. Nana. Right. So then Ritu. So I'm just waiting for Ritu's question, and then we're done. Brilliant. Because I have been on for 2 hours. Oh my God, where does that time disappear? Yeah, it's definitely going to affect the way you do your job. Clean music. Thanks, Ritu. Brilliant. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, Nana. Didn't mean to do. And then Ritu. Yeah. I've been on for 2 hours, guys. So, yeah, I'm finishing up. I'm wrapping up those that were in chat and have been very, very patient. I totally appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, Olga. Oh, you graduate this upcoming, yeah. So but you'll still be needed. I think programmers, it's going to affect the job, but it's not going to replace it. You're still going to need you'll still be needed. Okay, what's Hassan's true feelings? Let's just use the use it on Naturally Tarot. Okay, so how does Hassan feel about Nana? What's going on here? What's the connection? What's going on with the relationship? Let's have a look. Okay, feels like there's a lot of stuff being juggling. It's interesting. It's all about sense of well-being, finances, materialistic. I think they're a little bit materialistic. I feel like there's a lot of stuff being juggled. I think Hassan's trying to juggle their, how they feel or what's going on. A lot of stuff juggling. And then we've got the 4 of coins. So it feels like they're holding on to something. Okay, so I do feel like Hassan is trying to juggle some stuff, but he's also trying to hold on to something. So whatever he's holding on to in regards to a past is not really revealing what they want to do, because they're holding on to something that they believe. Okay, Nana, so it just doesn't feel like there's any clear, I just feel like they're holding on to something from the past. They're holding on to something from the past, and so they're just juggling what they held, their things from the past and what they want. So there's still no really clear picture about where they actually want to go. I feel like they're juggling a lot of stuff. There's no true intention about what's going to move forward. I think sometimes we just got to get on with our life when it comes to situations like that. Just get on. What lies ahead for you guys? Start moving ahead. Right, last one is Ritu, which I did see here. And this is the last reading. Oops, last reading. Sorry, I just had to put that in. Yeah, last one. Thanks, Ritu. What is your ex current feelings towards you? Okay, so what's going on here? This is your ex, right? So what's going on? What's happening? What is his thoughts towards you? What's going on? Whew. There's definitely a desire. Okay, there's definitely a desire with the Page of Trees. Page of Trees to me is definitely about passion, desire. So there's definitely a desire going on there. But there's also seeking the truth. Like they're looking for the facts of what's going on. I feel like they're seeking the facts, seeking the truth of what's actually happened. So there's a desire for you, but yet they're still seeking the truth. They don't see it's like they're not quite seeing the truth of the situation. They expect the truth, but they're not quite seeing the bigger picture. They're not being able to see what needs to be, what's actually going on. So there's definitely a desire to know the truth, desire to expect the truth, is a desire towards you with the Page of Trees. And yet that, they've got the enthusiasm, they've got the drive, they've got the motivation, but they haven't yet taken the action. Feels like they haven't quite, they're sort of stuck. They're stuck in the past. So it doesn't seem to be like there's any action. That they've got these thoughts going, they've got these things going on in the sense of what do they want, but they're not being able to take the action. They've got these thoughts, they've got these desires. Definitely feel like they've got they're wanting the truth. They'll just keep looking, but they feel like they're not finding it. They've got the motivation and the drive, but they're not really doing anything about it. They've got the idea about what they want to do, but they haven't quite achieved it. So they've got the desires towards you, but they're not really. He's not going to take any action. He's thinking about it, but he's not quite taking the action. So I just don't feel like he's just going. I just feel like there's a very youthful energy about him. Like he's not ready to take the action. He hasn't got the experience to take the action that's needed. Oh, thanks, Olga. Muchly appreciated. Thanks to everybody that was here. Hopefully that helps you with the readings. Welcome. Thank you, Olga. Muchly appreciated your support. Hence why I made you a moderator, because I could see that you had the potential to be of benefit, you know, to really help the stream, to help the people that are coming in to be able to get their answers when, you know, in time, with being patient, and, you know, because I'm one person trying to do it all. That's two. Next readings will be animal tarot and oracle decks in 48 hours, in 2 days, less than 48 hours, actually 46 hours. Basically, I will do a reading with animal tarot and oracle decks. So if you've got any, no, it's not easy. It's not easy. I do also, don't forget that gift vouchers are available through Ko-Fi. So let me just put this in here. So don't forget, if you check out my Ko-Fi, that you can get much more. Okay, so please check out the pinned list, the pinned the description box down below. Check out the description box down below. You'll be able to see where you can find me, where you can connect, what you can find, my creations on Make Playing Cards, of course, my decks that I've created, you can find them. So there's lots and lots links down below. So yeah, you can, if you want a private reading with me, memberships can get some great discounts and things like that as well. You can support the channel in many different ways, and the gift vouchers are available, of course, from as little as $5 for a loved one or a friend. So yeah, that's it from me. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of the stream. Thank you, Olga. Muchly appreciated. See you next time, hopefully. Yeah. So thanks for being here. See you in a couple of days. And you can pre-book using the link down below, or the pinned link. So yeah, that's it. That does not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. I do want to do an end video, but it's just not quite working. Okay, so let's do it this way. Let's try this.